ask you a question, Goddess Queen Afua. Now, the cleaning up, how difficult does the environment in which we live, contribute to such? Are we to master the environment, or are we to change environments if we're finding it difficult going into what we may perceive as impossible to do where we are? How important is it to just get up and leave, or try and master your environment alongside trying to master yourself?
The mastering of the environment is actually the mastering of yourself. Right. Because wherever you go, you will find yourself there. That is what I have found. Right. Wherever you go, you will find yourself there. It will still show up. That's why I said, check who are we carrying inside of us? The pain, the past, the hurt, the resentment. We go to another land, we find it again. So you cannot escape yourself. So wherever you stand in wellness, stand in harmony, stand in cleansing, stand in purification, so that wherever you go in the world, it will reflect where you have taken yourself to. So the environment, but the environment is your inner environment. How is your inner environment? Do a checkup. Yeah. How is your blood? What state is it? Is it toxic? Well, you can tell because you have a negative attitude and you're spewing out a lot of negative words. So I know already the blood is toxic. Do you have shortness of breath? That means you're not expanding your life, that you need to open up and see how the Most High is blessing you. Even when we look at the environment on the outside, the condition of the air is because of people. It's toxic. The condition of the water is because of the people. The topsoil being destroyed and the soil is weak. It's the condition of consciousness. So if we want to change our environment in our relationship environment, our family environment, the atmospheric environment, we must start from ourselves. The first book I wrote 30 some years ago was called Heal Thyself. It's still called Heal Thyself, it's still out there. It's Heal Thyself for Health and Longevity. You have to start with self. Self-transformation begins to shift the environment. So I have recognized as I matured on this journey that wherever I go, people welcome me. That means I've done a lot of internal work. And before I come to work, I do an intensive 7-day, 21-day cleansing. So when I come to that environment, that people will receive me well, and I'll be humble enough and strong enough and clear enough to give the message. So it's really, my relationships are within myself. When you don't have peace in yourself, you will have no peace nowhere in the world. If you have peace in yourself and you have well-being in yourself, and you're not carrying 10 people in your body who, I remember in my early days, I used to have a list. This person, that person did this to me in 1998. And that person did something to me and said something in 2001. And somebody did something else in 2003. You carry all these people inside of you because it's all your consciousness. You have to clean house. You have to clean up your inner environment. How long was that going to take? Well, we were born in some toxic environments, you know? Our mothers and fathers, but maybe not so on the higher level. So what they were eating, what they were drinking, what they was thinking, all of that is what makes up your DNA, which makes up your flesh and your bones and your blood. And when you come into the world, it still stays because what was happening on the inner plane is still happening in your life as a young person, as a teenager, as a young adult, as an older person. It just keeps going. So it's almost like a DNA trap and DNA entrapment. So, but we have to look around at our family and see this is where we're going. So if it's your family, it's the diabetes and high blood pressure and aches and pains, pretty much, you know, fibroid tumors, it's in you. So your environment is the first way to start and to clean up your life. And so a pathway can open up for you is to really focus in for a whole season. You can start with day by day, 3-day intensive. I think I'd like to do a 3-day intensive in the UK with everyone. You can do it with a 21-day intensive, healing and cleansing and purging and bathing and juicing and fasting and eating whole foods and all of that. And then take that and move that into a full lifestyle of 12 weeks, a whole season. There's a reason why we have the spring cleaning and the summer, the hotter the weather, the deeper the cleansing. This is the season. And then it goes into 4. So through the 6, you'll start with 21 or 1 day, 3 days, 7 days, 21 days. You just keep building, open up your clock and start to work through a whole season, work through 4 seasons of wellness, and you create a whole new world, a whole new economic level, a whole new relationship base, a whole new environment that feeds and supports your well-being. All of this is environment. What is on the inner plane is on the outer plane. So